Positive, red is hot. Think of electricity burns, therefore red is hot. Okay? Red goes on the plus side. Simply add it, squeeze it, stick it over the top, which in this case is under a plastic casing. Some of yours might be, some of them not. Okay?
Does it have a plus on the red? Like on the actual, on this? Would it have the plus on it?
This guy does, this one here says plus pause,
Positive.
but it's a paper sticker.
Oh, okay.
So there's
you can
nothing
do it
saying it's going to
yourself
say.
if you want.
Yes.
Red is hot.
On the battery, it's always going to have a plus. Plus
Okay.
is positive, plus is hot, plus is red, plus burns. Okay, think about it that way because that's what electricity does. No, no, but I do want to make a major point for safety purposes. There's two ends to the jumper cables. One attaches to one car, the other attaches to the other car. When this is attached to your car, if these touch, they will spark. Okay, they're not going to spark like blow out your eyeballs, but they're going to be hot because electricity is going to be running through them. So always make sure that these are separated. Easy way to do that is just hold on to one of them. Okay, the black and the red simply go on. Here's the black. There's no necessary sequence on which you have to put it on the vehicle itself. Right now there's no energy running through it. It's not hot. There's no electricity. Once I attach the red, there is now electricity running through. If the car was on, there would be electricity and this would spark. Okay? Oh. There's electricity in the battery itself. Okay? So there's always going to be power between these, which is why you hold on to one of them, make sure the other one's hanging down. At this point, if this was the dead car, it's going to be off now. You would take the other side of the battery cable and attach it to the other car in the same manner. Red is positive, black is negative, or the other one, that's not the positive. And then you turn the other car on, it'll charge this one. And as you're sitting and waiting for this car to charge, you can try and start it every once in a while. Once the battery gets enough energy in it to start the car, your car will turn over, okay? The battery's purpose is only to start the car and run the accessories. So it runs your stereo, runs the lights, it runs your GPS system, but it does not run the car. It starts the car only. There's a part within here, it's called an alternator. The alternator constantly keeps a charge on the battery while the car is running. So if the alternator goes out, your battery kind of kicks in as a secondary, your battery dies and you're stuck on the side of the road. That's when they say the battery's gone bad. Now, there is a light on the inside of the car. These are not hot anymore because they're not connected, so you don't have to worry about touching them next to each other. There's a light in the side of the car that looks like a battery. It's a little square, it has a plus and a minus. If that battery light comes on, that means you have a problem with the alternator. Find the quickest place to pull over and call the tow truck or call somebody out to help, merely because at that point it's telling you that the battery is too low to keep the car running, okay? But like I said, the battery merely starts the car and runs accessories. Battery's average life is 5 to 7 years. The temperatures fluctuating between hot and cold will actually wear the battery out longer, okay? So California, the extreme heat will actually kill the battery generally around 5 years versus the 7 years possibility. If you're not from California and you have major heat fluctuations, like today, the hot and the cold, and then the hot and the cold will drain the battery faster. So your average lifespan is only about 5 to 7 years. Okay?
Can I ask a question just about once you get the car running? Is there like a certain sequence you're supposed to take those off, or does it not matter?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can pull them off. But the one thing I do want to warn you about is if you cross them and you put the positive, say it's connected to the other car, which means there's electricity running through it right now. If you put the positive on your negative, what it will do is short out your system.